Hi, I'm Susan, and welcome to Being Mindful. Today's meditation is maybe an odd one. I had this crazy idea to do a meditation while wearing a mask. I know that this can be a loaded topic for a lot of people, and I do not mean this to be political or to imply that people should or shouldn't wear masks. I'm just allowing us to explore what it really feels like to wear a mask. So, for some of us, this may be a comforting kind of experience. For others, it can be really hard to wear a mask because it just brings up a lot of losses. So, whatever it brings up for you, notice that too. I'll be asking you to focus on the sensations of wearing a mask and of breathing while wearing a mask. So if you don't have a mask handy, why don't you pause this, go get one, put it on, and then let's get started. And invite you to move in whatever way would make you feel good as we begin, settling into a comfortable, alert, but yet relaxed posture. Closing your eyes if that is comfortable. It's fine to have them open too. And here we sit in our masks. So I want to invite you to begin by just noticing what it feels like to be wearing the mask. What are the sensations that you can experience around your mouth and lower face? With the in-breath, maybe noticing a slightly cooler feeling, that the air that we're breathing in that's coming through the mask just feels a little bit cooler than the air that we exhale. So noticing temperature change as we breathe into and out from the mask. And as we begin to focus on these sensory experiences of wearing a mask, I would invite you to notice what your mind is doing in terms of judgment. Or not, right? What thoughts get evoked as we begin to focus on what it feels like to wear a mask? And doing our best to approach this activity with curiosity and openness, setting aside any judgments or feelings we have about wearing masks. And this isn't about whether we should or shouldn't wear masks. It's just focusing on the experience of wearing a mask. Noticing where the mask is in contact with the face, with the head, where the mask is touching the skin. If the mask has ear loops, noticing the tension and the pulling. of the loops on the back of the ears. Right? It's a little bit weird that we have these knobs on our head that we can hang masks on. Or maybe you have a mask that ties. And maybe you can notice that little sense of pressure on the back of the head where the mask is held on. Or maybe there is no pressure, just noticing the contact of the mask against the skin. Continuing to notice thoughts that come up and bringing the focus back to the sensations we experience. We might also notice, depending on the fit of the mask, places inside the mask where our skin is not in touch, is not in contact with the mask itself. That little area right underneath the nose, perhaps the upper lip or the whole lip area, depending again on the fit of the mask. Mentally tracing the edge of the mask across the top, and across the bottom. And as we imagine these edges of the mask, noticing again the contact with the skin. And noticing the feeling of the breath as we wear a mask. If there is effort involved in breathing, taking a moment to notice that sensation, notice what the mind conjures as we consider breathing with a mask. Maybe experimenting a little bit with breathing more deeply. Noticing the experience of a deep breath that is accompanied by the wearing of a mask. And here we can pay attention to both the sensation of breathing in the facial area, but also the sound and how that sound differs from how it would be if we were breathing without a mask. And with these deeper breaths, also noticing differences in temperature between the in-breath and the out-breath. Not with judgment, just with curiosity. And bringing the breath back to a regular pace. Allowing our observation to move down into the rest of our body where there is no mask. Allowing the sensations of the mask and contact with the mask to fade into the background as we notice other aspects of the breath moving through the body. The rise and fall of the chest. The expansion of the abdomen, allowing the breath to go deep into the body. Allowing the abdomen to relax as we experience the movement and sensations of breathing. Noticing any tendency of the mind to want to go back to the mask or to judge the practice. Keeping the spotlight of focus on the chest and the abdomen. The movement of our bodies and the sensation that results. And if the mind fights this focus and wants to stay with the mask, that's okay too. But keeping this very sensation focused. Staying with the present moment. Choosing our focus with intention. And accepting the experiences that we have without judgment. Approaching them with openness and curiosity. The mind wanders. We may resist, and we return focus to the experience of breath in the whole body. allowing the spotlight to move up and down. Focusing on the mask and then not focusing on the mask. Keeping our primary focus on the breath. And as this practice comes to an end, we can move our bodies, stretch our backs, roll our shoulders, wiggle fingers and toes. If the eyes have been closed, we can begin to open them, take in our surroundings. So thanks for experimenting with that with me, for giving it a try. I am very curious to hear what that experience was like for you. When I shared this with my group, there were a lot of different reactions, different images that came up for people, emotions. And so I would love to hear in the comments what this practice was like for you and whether it changes your experience with wearing masks in the future. If you haven't already subscribed, I hope that you will consider doing that, becoming part of the community. Click the notification bell so that you know when a new video is available. Thanks again for being with me, and have a wonderful day.